The Zephyrian hunting vessel Shadowclaw cut through the void like a blade through silk. Its predatory sensors locked onto the small craft, limping through the asteroid field ahead. Captain Vextar's mandibles clicked with anticipation as he studied the tactical display. The prey ship was clearly damaged, its heat signature fluctuating, its trajectory erratic. Perfect. Another scavenger vessel, hissed his second-in-command, Krisha, her scaled hide rippling with excitement. Probably miners. Easy credits. Vextar's species, the Zephyrians, had earned their reputation as the galaxy's most feared raiders through millennia of successful hunts. Their chitinous exoskeletons could deflect plasma bolts, their reflexes were 3 times faster than most species, and their pack-hunting instincts made them nearly unstoppable in combat. The galaxy's merchant lanes had learned to fear their distinctive triangular ships. "Bring us alongside," Vextar ordered, his voice a guttural rasp. "Prepare boarding pods. I want whatever cargo they're carrying, and if they resist..." He flexed, his razor-sharp claws. "Well, fresh meat is always welcome." The prey ship continued its desperate flight deeper into the asteroid field, weaving between the floating rocks with what Vextar assumed was panic-driven luck. He'd seen it countless times before, inferior species pushing their vessels beyond safe limits in futile attempts to escape the inevitable. As they closed the distance, Krisha frowned at her scanner readings. "Captain, I'm detecting unusual energy signatures from their ship. The configuration is unfamiliar." "Probably some obsolete technology," Vextar dismissed. "These outer rim species cobble together whatever junk they can find. Prepare for..." His words died as the prey ship suddenly executed a maneuver that should have been impossible. Instead of continuing its erratic flight, it spun in place, a perfect 180-degree rotation, and came to a complete stop relative to the asteroids around it. Then, most unnervingly, it began backing up toward them. "What are they doing?" Krisha's voice carried a note of confusion that Vextar had never heard before. Before he could answer, their communications array crackled to life. A voice emerged, calm, measured, and speaking in perfect galactic standard. "Zephyrian vessel, this is Commander Sarah Chen of the UES Defiance. You've been following us for the past 6 hours, and frankly, we're getting tired of running." Vextar's blood ran cold. Human. The creature was human. "Sir," Krisha whispered, her earlier excitement replaced by something Vextar had never seen in a Zephyrian warrior before: uncertainty. "The databases, they say humans are a new species, technologically inferior. They shouldn't even have faster-than-light travel yet." The human voice continued, carrying an almost conversational tone that somehow made it more terrifying than any battle roar. "We know what you are, and we know what you do. Here's the thing about humans, we don't really like bullies." On the tactical display, the human ship's energy signature suddenly spiked. What had appeared to be damage was revealing itself to be something else entirely: controlled power distribution that made their vessel appear weaker than it actually was. "We've been studying your hunting patterns," Commander Chen's voice came through again. "Always the same. Always picking on ships you think can't fight back. Well, congratulations. You've just tried to hunt the one species in the galaxy that hunts its hunters." Vextar watched in growing horror as weapon ports opened along the human vessel's hull. Not the crude energy weapons he'd expected, but sleek, purpose-built systems that his sensors couldn't even classify. Worse still, 3 more ships were emerging from concealment among the asteroids, their signatures having been completely masked until now. "You see," Chen continued, her voice taking on an almost educational tone, "humans have this interesting trait. When something keeps killing our friends, we don't just run away and hope it stops. We study it, we learn its weaknesses, and then we make sure it never hurts anyone again." Krisha's claws were trembling as she read her instruments. "Captain, they're targeting systems. They're already locked onto our engine core, our weapon arrays, our life support. How did they?" "Because we've been hunting you while you thought you were hunting us," Chen interrupted, apparently monitoring their communications. 3 months we've been tracking Zephyrian raiders, learning your tactics, your technology, your weaknesses. Did you know that your exoskeletons are particularly vulnerable to resonance frequencies, and that your faster-than-light drives have a critical flaw in their containment matrices? The Shadowclaw shuddered as invisible forces, some kind of harmonic weapon, began to vibrate through its hull. Vextar felt his exoskeleton beginning to crack, and around the bridge, his crew was experiencing the same agonizing sensation. "This is impossible," he gasped. "Humans are prey species. You're supposed to be weak." Chen's laugh was genuinely amused. "Oh, we are weak, individually. But here's what you missed in your intelligence reports. Humans are persistence hunters. We don't give up, ever. And when you threaten our colonies, our trade routes, our people..." Her voice hardened. "We become something much worse than predators. We become problem solvers." The harmonic assault stopped, but only to be replaced by something worse: precise, surgical strikes that disabled every major system on the Shadowclaw without killing the crew. It was a level of tactical precision that spoke of intimate knowledge, of Zephyrian technology. "Your raiding days are over," Chen announced. "Your ship will be towed to the nearest coalition station, where you'll face trial for your crimes. And here's a message for the rest of your species. Humanity is officially off the menu. Spread the word." As Vextar watched his supposedly superior vessel being systematically neutralized by creatures he'd considered inferior prey, he finally understood why the ancient galactic databases had one peculiar note about humans. Recommend extreme caution. Species shows unusual tendency to reverse predator-prey relationships. The last thing he saw before the human boarding shuttles arrived was a text message scrolling across his screen in perfect Zephyrian script. "Thanks for teaching us where all your hidden bases are. We'll be visiting them next. Humanity." For the first time in Zephyrian history, the hunters had become the hunted.